Hello. We are now in April, and like over the last week and a half, I've been visiting the Goodwill bins quite frequently, because my Goodwill, there's one store that puts out VHS tapes, but it's not, they don't put that many out. So if I want to, try to like thrift those at Goodwill, I have to go to the Goodwill bins and just like dig through. um it's quite fun. It feels like Good Friday, not Good Friday, Black Friday sometimes, because the people there are just crazy when they rotate the bins out throughout the day. um the way it works here is they'll put bins out, and then after X amount of time they'll take them away, and then they'll bring out new stuff, and then people just go crazy over this, like digging through stuff. So they change them out throughout the day, so it's not like. And then at the end, towards the end of the day, if like people that are there all day, like still going through the stuff, they'll go through the stuff and then they'll throw back in what they don't want. And I find stuff that I'm like, ooh, I saw you picked it up earlier, and now I will take it because I want it for me. So I have here stuff that I got mostly from a Goodwill bins, a few things from Savers, from a local thrift store. um but I've been like reorganizing my tape collection, my VHS collection. I need to go back to the bins to find another rewinder because I had two. One died, and I had to call the other one in from the stands, and it works quite well. I like that once it's done rewinding the tape, it pops back up. It doesn't stay like trying to rewind it like my other one did. I think that's why it died. Um, but just a little PSA as I was going through these, I think these tapes were a little bit too close to my heater. And if these were my horror VHS tapes, I would have been crying. Like I'd still be crying a river right now. But they're common, and I've already seen these like several times over while I was at the bin. But so they were a little bit too close to my heater. So the Breakfast Club, it melted, it popped open, and it won't stay set. So this is going in the trash. I'll probably keep the shell case in case I find it loose in the bin, so I'll just keep this for now. Same thing, I'll hold on to Practical Magic. I'll hold on to that in case I find it loose. But this one, as you can tell, look what happened. It melted completely because it was too close to my heater. I don't know if it even turned to yellow or not. I don't know. But bam, throw that away. I'm gonna throw this case away as well because it has like some weird, I don't know, maybe hold on to, I don't know, we'll hold on to that case. But this one was definitely too close to the heater because look at what happened. It is gone. It's toast. So that's what I'm saying. If it was any of my horror VHS tapes, I would have been crying. I would have been so depressed. But they're just my common ones. I find these all the time. So these are be easy to replace. And I found out that I need to replace my Jawbreaker VHS tape because the tape on the inside I discovered was just messed up. It looked like that on the inside. I have it over there holding its place because I don't know, I don't want to throw it quite yet. But so this is why it's good to go through your tapes often to check for mold, make sure they're rewound, and see if they're messed up, so that way you know whether to pick up another copy. Like that is like literally melted on the inside. So those are going in the trash. So that's my bad. Oops. Okay. Hold on, my lips are like so dry. Okay, now that we did that. Okay, so where should I start? This is, like I said, all thrifted. We'll start with these and then we'll get into the tapes. We'll go from these to CDs to the tapes. I just happened to be walking by a bin and I saw her. I bought her for parts. The little Frankenstein doll. She's G1, I believe. This is generation 1. Generation 2 looks different, but she could be generation 2. So let me cover her up for her. But for parts, doll parts, because I have a whole bag of these, because when I find them, they're always missing their arms and hands. Her legs are fine. They can be replaced. I don't think there's any saving the head because it's too discolored. I don't know. I might. We'll see. But we have Frankenstein for doll parts. This one, I don't own any of her up there in my doll collection. But I have a Rebecca Steam. She was $20 used, which is not, I will not pay more than 20 for a used doll, that's for sure. Especially out of box. But she was 1996 at my local thrift, like indoor flea market. And the best part is she had her shoes. They almost never have their shoes. And look, she has her hands and her limbs. So $20 for this was not, like, I would pay for this, $20 for this. She has her clothes. So we have Rebecca Steam. She's going up there with all the other dolls. And then CDs. Here we go. So these were in the bins, and like I said, they charged you 99 cents a pound for these. So I picked up these. These are all in great condition. We'll start with the odd stuff that you probably be like, what? I got George Strait. It's got my song on here, You Look So Good in Love. It's got a bunch of great 80s country hits. So we got George Strait. We got, I still never let my brother live down that he stole this CD from me back in the 90s, but we got Mariah Carey, Fantasy. Again, they're in here, and they were just, you know, they're practically brand new, like nobody ever played them. So we got Mariah Carey. Is it? No, it's called Daydream, sorry, but it has the song Fantasy on it. We got Savage Garden. I used to have this in the 90s. It's got, you know, all their, you know, 90s major hits on here. It's in there. Again, these were, you know, just laying inside the bin, and I wanted to bring them home so I could put them on my phone. We got Best of Blondie. I don't have most of these songs, which I was surprised. We have Madonna Greatest Hits of Volume 2. So this is like her later 90s stuff. And this is probably my favorite Madonna like album, Bedtime Stories. A lot of people love 80s Madonna, but I like 90s Madonna. This one just, you know, has all the stuff, the songs for me. It's got, oh, it's hard to read because the font, see, like it's practically brand new. We got Secret, Human Nature, Take a Bow. Yeah, so it's got all my songs by her that I like. I thought Erotica was on here, but I guess that's on another CD. But I love that song as well. I get down to that song at Goth Night. Yeah, they play that song Goth Night. So we have that Madonna, like I said, my favorite Madonna's album. And then I have one of these, so now I have two, but I had to rescue it. I was not going to let it go to the landfill. And so if anybody, you know, wants this, I can, you know, hold it for you or, you know, somehow get it to you. But it is a copy of the Crow soundtrack, brand new. I already have one in my collection, my soundtracks, it's in there. I wouldn't have picked it up if it was like, it's just dirty. I mean, it'll play. Has like one tiny little scratch, but I already own it and I wasn't going to let it go to the landfill, so I rescued that. So that is it for like music and CD wise and dolls, and now we're going to get into, let's see, let's go this route. We're going to start with all the non-VHS. So I got this, and I think these were the only Savers finds. I think I could be incorrect. Anyway, this we'll just say that these are DVDs and Blu-rays, and they're a mixture from finding them at Savers and finding them at the bins. So we have this one I definitely found at Savers because it has a sticker. But The Matrix Blu-ray digibook. So the Blu-ray is missing because it is in my Blu-ray player. I started watching this and I haven't finished watching it, so that's where it's at. No need to take it out and put it in here because I'll just lose my spot. But it is the Blu-ray digibook for The Matrix. It was $3.99. I thought it was cool. One of my favorite movies. I have the Steelbook, I have VHS, and now I have this. I thought this was cool. It was $3.99. So we have that. I don't own this DVD. It is Michelle Williams and Kristen Dunst in Dick, another 90s movie. Again, I'm pretty sure, I don't know where I found this. I think it's Savers, I don't know. But it's in there. We have this on DVD. I definitely found this at the bins because Mississippi Burning with Gene Hackman and William Dafoe. You know, I like, you know, thriller type movies. So we have that. I have never heard of this. And at one point, someone was trying to sell it for $10.99. And the reason I picked it up, I mean, it's pretty, I hope it plays, but I found it at the bins. It is called Dracula 3000. This looks awful, but I love Dracula. And what sold me was the fact it had Coolio in it. So it is not going to be that great of a movie. But I picked it up anyway. I love colored cases, and I don't think I own this movie. And I actually like this movie. I used to watch it with my sisters a lot. It is Aquamarine, and it has the blue aqua case. So I got this at the bins. I don't know if I own this movie, and if I do, oh well, I'll keep the one that's in better condition. But I've seen it, and it's a good thriller. A Perfect Murder with Gwyneth Paltrow and Michael Douglas and Viggo Mortensen. So I got that. And then we got this Blu-ray of Always. I, heard some people in the movie community talking about this, so I grabbed it from Savers. It was $3.99. I don't know why their Blu-rays are so expensive. Found this at the bins. I like this. Like I said, you pay by the pound for these. So I think I got this and another movie for $1. They were trying to sell it for $2.99, but I got it at the bins, This is a double feature. Mother May I Sleep with Danger, the original one from the 90s with Tori Spelling, and she's also in the remake from like I don't know, I just know the remake has 2016. It has her and James Franco, but it's a remake. Mother May I Sleep with Danger, double feature. I always liked the original from the 90s. I need to watch the remake. And then we got, I don't think I own this, but we have The Last Unicorn on DVD. Another bin's find. Another bin's find. I like this movie. It's complicated. I watched it. I liked it. I've seen it, I should say. This I definitely found at Savers. I had never heard of it. It looks awful. I don't know if I'll actually ever watch it, but the artwork sold me. It's called Thirst. A bloodthirsty cult where satanic rituals await. I mean, the back just looks awful, but I mean, that cover art sold me. So, and then we have, I think this is the first season. I don't know if I had a second season, but my husband watched this and he said that I would like it because he watched it by himself. I didn't watch it with him, but he said I would like it and that I should watch it. And it is A Discovery of Witches. And the way they sell it to you is it says luxurious and intelligent escapism, like True Blood with a PhD. So I watched most of True Blood. I need to finish it, but I love witches, so I figured, and my husband said I'd like it, so I got that. And now that is it for DVDs and Blu-rays, and now we're going to go on to the VHS tapes. So like I said, this is a culmination of like stuff I found at the bins, my indoor flea market, Savers. So let's see what I found. Some of, I don't know if I'll be keeping, okay, disclaimer, some of this I will not be keeping. It will not be for my personal collection. I saved it to go get credit for at my local like tape store because I contacted them and they said that I could bring stuff in and they could either, get something in trade or, they'll pay me for it. So some of the stuff is going to stay, some of this is going to go. I'm not sure yet. But let's start. I was super sad. I found this in the bins. This is one of my favorite Scooby-Doo animated movies, and it's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. But when I brought it home and further inspected the tape, it was broken. So I'm just going to keep the clamshell until I find a replacement tape. So sadly, I don't have the tape for this anymore. I had to throw it. That went into the graveyard, sadly. I do not recall ever showing these. Oh, wait. Let's pause. Hit the pause button. I have 2 books. I don't have it with me. It is in my bedroom, but my sister did get me a book called Hollow. She sent it to me as a gift, so shout out Steph for sending me Hollow. It is a dark romance based on Sleepy Hollow, where, it's so... I think the correct book talk term is why choose, where she doesn't choose between Ichabod and... I can't think of his other name, the other guy's name that, are vying for her affection, but she does not choose between them, and it is, like I said, a dark romance, and my sister sent it to me as a gift, but I don't have the book with me because it's in my bedroom. But shout out to Steph, thank you. But I did find these at Goodwill. Speaking of you know, dark romance and fantasy. We have The Memoirs of Elizabeth Frankenstein. A bold, hauntingly erotic retelling of Frankenstein, the shocking tale Mary Shelley dared not to write. And on the back, the plot is um, rescued from an impoverished existence among the gypsies, raised by a remarkable noblewoman of Geneva, Elizabeth Lavenza was destined to be more than a foster sister to Victor Frankenstein. She became his soulmate and lover, the partner who led him on a quest into the shadowy realms of alchemical, I can't read, alchemical lore. I don't even know if that was right, but I'm going to stop trying to pronounce it. Commonly the scientific, the spiritual, and the sexual, but the shattering of their bond would send Victor on his unholy pursuit of the secret of life, an exploration that would unleash only death and destruction. So basically, it's a dark fantasy, like an erotic fantasy between her and Victor Frankenstein, this lady. I was totally sold. I like that sort of books. And then this is my first, I guess it's manga, you know, I don't know, vampires, and I saw this. It was $3.99. It's called Dark Moon, The Blood Altar. I saw it. It's like practically brand new. My Goodwill, I don't know if anybody else's Goodwill gets like new like stock from Target, but this one is The 7 Most Popular Boys of the Desilis Academy. All share a secret. They're vampires. Keeping their identities concealed and dealing with their werewolf rivals is tough and trouble enough. But the appearance of a mysterious new student only further complicates things. The girl, Shua, also has hidden powers, and the boys can't help but feel an inexplicable attraction to her. As Shua, I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, and the vampires find themselves increasingly drawn toward each other. Murky pasts and intertwined futures threaten to turn the world upside down. Just what fate awaits them under the dark moon. So this is book 1. So it's a good thing I found book 1 and not like book 3, otherwise I would have bought it. But $3.99 for this, you know. I don't have very many graphic novels. This is like my 4th one. So we have that. Okay, now back to the tapes. So I don't recall showing these. They might have been put away, but I finally found Beetlejuice in the black clamshell. I have the regular box, and I think it's cool that it still comes with all the little things that are on the inside. Of course, it's already been inspected, rewound, mold free. So we have a Beetlejuice, and my leg is asleep. That's what I get for sitting on the floor. We have in a clamshell Gremlins. This one's pretty beat up. This needs to be rewound, but it's Gremlins. Woohoo! Put my reminder to work. So I'm going to put that over there before I put it away. And then keeping with like that sort of theme, I found, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. I've never seen the movie, and we have The Incredibles on VHS. I had no idea this was even on VHS, but The Incredibles. I really like this movie. I remember watching it when we were younger with my sisters around Halloween, and it's been like a favorite of mine. It is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. It's cute. It used to belong to Cheyenne Corona. It needs to be rewound, but it's mold free, and the tape is in there, so we'll put it in the rewind pile. Again, from the bins. I only want like 4 or 5 Disney princess movies, and I think I just need Cinderella and Snow White left. But we have Beauty and the Beast. This is the first movie I ever saw in theaters by myself. I was watching this when my parents were in the theater next door watching A Few Good Men. So we have this. I'm pretty sure it was A Few Good Men. I could be incorrect. And also, Black Diamonds Are Not Worth Anything, just so you know. Beauty and the Beast. Because this I found in the bins. It was about to go to the landfill. So we have that. We got Alien on VHS. This one I am not sure I'm going to keep. This one or this one, because I have 2. This is the original theatrical format widescreen version, or I'll keep both. I'm not sure. But we have Alien. Already been inspected. Most of these mold-free, rewound. We got Taking Lives with Angelina Jolie and Ethan Hawke. Rewound, mold free. This is mine and my older sister's one of our favorite movies we love. It's like we could just, you know, recite this movie to each other and laugh hysterically. Jumping Jack Flash, Rewound, mold free, so I got it for nostalgic reasons. Not sure if I'm keeping this one or if it's going in the pile to be, you know, traded in. But we have Little Nicky. It's yellow, so I don't know if it's messed up. I don't know if the yellowing, I haven't really run into much yellowing on tape, so I don't know. If you know, let me know. Point Break, keeping this one because it's got my boy Keanu. Rewound, mold free. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 12 Monkeys. These are, all these tapes are all from the bins. So, rewound and mold free. We got another 2000s Charlie's Angel Full Throttle to go with my other Charlie's Angels, rewound, mold free. We got, it turns out that I already have a copy of this, but this is different. This is from that whole collection that McDonald's put out back in the 90s of like tapes. So I have the McDonald's, you know, version of Wayne's World. Maybe I'll part with the other one. I don't know. This case is in better condition. It is Wayne's World, mold free and rewound. So one of my favorite 90s movies ever. We have that. Me and my friend Esteban can like recite this movie to each other word for word all day long and never get tired of it. And then we got a classic, Jurassic Park. This one needs to be rewound, but it is mold free. So we're going to put that in the rewind pile over there. And then this is completely random. Egan told, it looks like it's a, I don't know if I actually want to keep this or if it's going to go in a thing, but it is called Freeze Frame with Shannon Doherty. The plot is Shannon Lindsay Scott, a reporter for a high school TV station who stumbles onto a multi-million-dollar biotech conspiracy, but no one will believe her. To prove her story, Lindsay teams up with a too cool rocker and a class dweeb to capture the conspirators on video up close and personal. Armed with a video cam, Lindsay and her pals follow a trail that leads from Megabucks high-rise to the twists and turns of an amusement park water slide. She gets the shots, but the bad guys have the guns. I don't know. The whole reason why I bought it was because that guy is total like bad boy rocker dude. So I'm like, So maybe I will keep it. We'll see. And then we got Gung Ho from the bins. I was told that I should pick this up, and I did. Again, that we'll need to put that in the rewind pile, but it is mold free. So put that in the rewind pile. And then I have this version of Gremlins. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the clamshell or this one. Let me know which one I should keep or keep both because the artwork is different. But it is this version of Gremlins from the bins. So it's mold free. Needs to be around a little, but we have this version of Gremlins. Ta-da! And then let me put that in the rewind pile. And then we got like, we're going to go into the thriller, like what I found thriller horror rise. We got Fatal Attraction. I went to my indoor flea market where I got the dolls from, or that doll from, and they have tapes there, and the guy that, you know, runs it is like, hey, do you want to go in the back? We have a whole like thing full of VHS tapes that we just don't have room to put out now if you want to go look back there. So he let, he was talking to me and this other dude that was there looking at tapes, and the guy was like, I don't know, maybe next time. And then me, I was like, I want to take a look. So as soon as I said that, the other dude was like, I'll take a look. So him and his son went to go look at the Disney tapes because they were looking for Cars on VHS, which I didn't know Cars came on VHS. Now I know. The more you know. And so I found a few things. I found the next, actually, 2 movies I'm going to show. But one of them is Fatal Attraction. I found this. Does it need to be rewound? No, but it is mold free. But it's Fatal Attraction. I found Life Force on VHS. Mold free, needs to be already rewound. I found, unfortunately, this isn't a cut case like these two, but it's just going to serve as a placeholder for now. Sorry, my leg fell asleep because I sat on the floor. And then we have Firestarter. I found this that was not a cut case, and I regretfully not put it, regretfully put it back. But it's in a cut case, and it needs to be rewound. But it's mold free, so let's put it in the rewind pile. And then the rest of these are from the bins, and I found these yesterday because I went yesterday. This is actually, hold on, I've never seen this, and like I said, this one I don't know if I'm keeping or if it's going in the trade-in pile, but it's Lawnmower Man 2 on VHS. Rewound. I don't know if it's mold free because it's being covered by that Blockbuster sticker. Let's assume it's mold free. But we have Lawnmower Man 2. My legs are asleep. They tingle. We got, this is actually, oh wait, hold on. We have this one, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use for trade, but it is Boa with Dean Cain. Mold free, rewound. I think I rewound most of these because I checked them. This is actually one of my favorite thrillers from the 90s, and Goldie Hawn, just like in the 90s, was in the 80s, was just like in her prime, and I remember watching this as a kid and I really liked it, and it stuck with me as into my adulthood. And I actually have the DVD, but it is Deceived. If you have not seen this underrated 90s thriller, you should watch it. Highly recommend. So good. Deceived with Goldie Hawn. Yeah, there's another movie called Deceived, but don't be deceived by that one. Watch this one. This is the one to watch. It has the guy that plays Kevin McAllister's dad in Home Alone, but this movie is so good. Such a good thriller. Like, I mean, just watch it. You won't regret it. Highly recommend. And then I found Misery on the VHS. Mold free, rewound. And then last and certainly not least, we have the 1990s It. So again, mold free, rewound. There's a little bit of yellowing, so I don't know about the yellowing, but that is it. That is all I found. It's a lot of tapes. It's a slippery slope, so be careful. But anyway,